The clock strikes midnight. You're in Japan. It's January 1st, 2025. What do you do? The answer is very simple. Hatsumode. Hatsumode is the first shrine visit of the year. It is when every Japanese person in the entirety of Japan visits a shrine. Be it a giant shrine, be it a local shrine, no matter what shrine you visit, you gotta visit a shrine. Is it a temple? Am I making a giant mistake and it's actually a temple? Yeah, I'll find out later. Why do we visit these shrines? Well, the answer is twofold. Maybe threefold, depending on what type of person you are. Number one, to pray for good luck for the coming year. Number two, to grab your fortune. There's a range of fortunes from the worst luck imaginable to young Daikichi. The greatest luck, the big boy luck. Fun fact for everyone, Daikichi is the only kichi I pull at temples. And I've been to some pretty difficult temples, if I do say so myself. While you're doing the shrine visit of the year, you can also pick up some omomori, some good luck charms for the year. And there's various omomori charms as well. From good luck in studying, to healthcare, to work success. I think I have a work success one somewhere in my house as well. To general good luck charms that rake in luck for the entire household. However, when it comes to Hatsumode, a lot of people are going to do the big boys. Your Asakusas, your Nezu Jinjas, your giant local shrines. I've lived in Japan long enough to know, when you're doing Hatsumode, the big shrines, well, they're the worst shrines to go to. They're the most crowded, have an influx of not only locals, but people coming in from all parts of Tokyo, all parts of Japan, just to do their New Year's Hatsumode in a big shrine. I think you're actually meant to do Hatsumode in your local shrines. I'm not entirely sure why so many people go to the giant popular shrines for Hatsumode, but that's for bigger brains to work out. I've been in Japan long enough, I've done lots of Hatsumode. I did the giant Asakusa on the 1st of January. It was insane. I saw the bell being rung that they ring to ring in the new year. Try saying that 5 times fast. This year, well, last year, I decided I wanted to do a different kind of Hatsumode. Something interesting, something different, something I've never done before. The Sumida-ku 7 Gods of Fortune Hatsumode. This isn't your simple one shrine clap clap bow bow finish. This is a big, grueling, 5K trek between 7 different shrines to grab 7 different gods and a boat in order to maximize your luck for the new year. There might be an official set route you're meant to walk, but I don't believe I took that. I kind of just went from one end to the other because I felt it was the easiest way of doing it. I started at Mimeguri Shrine, a shrine with a fantastic view of Tokyo Skytree. It's also either the beginning or the end of this walk, as not only can you pick up Daikokushin, the god of wealth, commerce and trade, you can also pick up the boat in which they all ride. Fantastic. Since you're taking the time to visit 7 different shrines, I also took the time to do 7 different worships at all the shrines, giving me maximum luck for the entire year. At Mimeguri Shrine, you can collect both Daikokushin, who is the god of wealth, commerce and trade, and Ebisushin, who is the god of fishermen and merchants, I believe. After grabbing the first 2 gods and the boat at Mimeguri Shrine, I took a short walk down to Kofukuji Temple to collect our next deity, Hoteison. There's something you're going to quickly notice about a lot of these temples and shrines along this route, and that's every one of them has a bloody fantastic view of Skytree. And with the collection of Hoteison, we add him to the boat with the rest of the boys. And with that, it's off to Chomeiji Temple to collect Benzaiten. While this isn't the official or the traditional route, it's the route I prefer to take because the first few temples are really close together. From Kofukuji Temple to Chomeiji Temple, it was about a 2-minute walk, extremely close. And in entering Chomeiji Temple, I realized there was something a little bit interesting about it. That is the 3rd boy collected, but it feels like it's 5 degrees right now. I need to get this wrapped up before my fingers freeze completely off. Oh, perfect timing. This is the 4th ginger.
And for some reason it's right next to a kindergarten. Okay.
And just like that, our next deity, Ben Zaiten, has been collected. So he's going to be added to the boat with the rest of the boys. Next is off to Shirahige Shrine to collect Juromin. It's going to be a long walk before we collect Jurojin. So, as we walk, let me tell you a little bit about the history of the 7 gods. And why are they so dang lucky? The Sumida-gawa 7 gods of fortune have been worshipped since the Edo period in Japan. Once separate entities, they eventually got all wrapped together on a single boat and are now worshipped as 7 gods. The gods are said to bring happiness, longevity, wealth, and an abundance of other good wishes. It's a pretty interesting collective of gods because while now they're worshipped as a collective, they used to be worshipped separately. There's no problem with this, but the interesting thing is that they're all from different religious backgrounds. Buddhism, Hinduism, Taoism, Shintoism. It's interesting that these gods ended up being worshipped together as one. Out of all the gods, only one is actually native to Japan. I'll put the gods on screen. Can you guess which one is native to Japan? I'll give you 5 seconds to decide. Put your guesses in the comments down below. For anyone that's come to Japan and tried the sweet nectar that is a ebisu beer, you should have got that one. You should have got that one. And if you did, congratulations, I knew you could do it. To discuss all the gods, Ebisu, the god of prosperity and commerce, the only god native to Japan. Daikokuten, the god of agriculture. Bishamonten, the god of protection against evil, who was worshipped by warlords during the warring state period in Japan. I mean, that does make sense, that he is described as the deity of warriors. Benzaiten, the goddess of beauty, the arts, learning, and wealth. Fukurokuji, the god of wisdom and longevity. Jurojin, the god of health and longevity. And of course, Hote, who is the god of happiness, depicted as a fat, smiling, bald-headed man with a curly mustache. What a legend. This isn't the only place the pilgrimage can be done. I think there are other 7 god pilgrimage places around Tokyo and Japan you can probably go to, but the one I know best is in Sumida-gawa, which is why we're here. And with that, we've arrived at Shirahige Shrine to collect Jurojin. This shrine was very interesting. The shrine was laid in a really interesting way, really big grounds, and although it's in a seemingly residential area, a lot of events, a lot of interesting activities were happening during this Hatsumode. I even managed to catch this lion performance. The lion dance, or Shishimai, is a Japanese folk dance, and it's performed around New Year celebrations to ward off evil, bring good health, and also pray for safety for the year to come. I got really lucky. My lion dancers weren't alone, they were accompanied by a flute and drum musicians. It's not just New Year's though. Other festivals and celebrations also occasionally have the lion dance. It's said that During the dance, the lions may bite people on the head to bring good luck. Let's watch and see if I get bitten to get some good luck for this year. And with that, Jurojin is collected, and he's added to the boat with his boys. It's off to Mukojima Hyakkaen to collect Hyakoroji. Tucked away nicely in a garden, this was one of the most beautiful shrines on the walk. And it made sense, we're collecting the god of health, happiness, and longevity. But still, I didn't expect this. I took a really long time walking around and exploring this temple. There was amezake being served, the people were really friendly, the vibe was really good, and it felt somehow local. A temple you'd randomly stumble across and kind of never be able to find again. I've got all the temple names in the description if you want to check out any of them. You don't have to go over Hatsumode. Even for a casual trip, these temples were absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend them all. But with that, we've collected Hyakorokuju, and he's added to the boat with the rest of the good luck boys. It's on to our final temple, Tamonji Temple, to collect Bishamonten, the god of protection against evil. So finally we're heading to Tamonji Temple, which is actually the first temple you're meant to start at if you're taking this route from start to finish. You'll realize this is the first temple, as if you take this trip the official way and start here, you'll find everyone's boats, figures, and other good luck charms from the year before being handed back to the shrine to be burnt, to be cleansed in fire, so they can collect a new good luck charm for the next year. The temple was really busy, probably the busiest temple we'd been to on the entire route, probably because that's where everyone's hanging out, getting their new boats, collecting their first statue, and giving their old boats back to the temple to be cleansed. Even though it was pretty busy, the temple was still very chill, had a wonderful garden, and the vibes were pretty immaculate, I'm not gonna lie. And with that, we have our final statue, Bishamonten. We're gonna add him to the boat of lucky boys. Now we finally have our boat of lucky boys. 7 lucky deities in my lucky boat. That's a 7-time multiplier. Luck's gonna be fantastic this year. Guys, did you do Hatsumode this year? Were you in Japan? Were you in your home country? Let me know in the comments down below. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you think I should leave my room and touch grass a little bit more. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.